The story we bring to you today is that of Lindiwe Mhlongo. Falling ill is never a pleasant experience, and when you start feeling your health deteriorate, heading to the hospital becomes necessary. But that journey often carries with it a heavy load of uncertainty, fear, and waiting. And if you feel that you are now in safe hands, that reassurance can give you strength. But what if those very hands turn out to be your enemies? Then what? That is perhaps what happened to Lindiwe Mhlongo, who on the evening of August 3, 2022, arrived at Johannesburg General Hospital with complaints of chest pain and shortness of breath. Lindiwe, a 45-year-old hard-working school teacher, a single mother of two, never one to complain, always cheerful, that day, taking her condition seriously, she went to the hospital herself. And that decision became the final turn in her life. At the hospital, as per usual protocol, she was examined, an ECG was done, and doctors suspected she had suffered a mild heart attack. They kept her overnight for observation, saying a full checkup would be done in the morning. But the next morning, Lindiwe Mhlongo was not in her bed. She wasn't in her room, not in the ward, not in the hospital. Her phone and her bag, everything was there except her. The search began. The police filed a missing persons report. The news spread through the media. Her family, the hospital, and the police, everyone was stunned. And then 10 days later, a foul smell began to rise from an abandoned storage room. When the door was broken open, Lindiwe's body was found inside, decomposed, still in a hospital gown, alone in death. The initial report said there were no injuries on the body, no signs of violence, as if she had entered the room herself and perhaps got locked in accidentally. But Lindiwe's daughter raised a question. My mother was brave, cautious. She would never go to such a place on her own. Then, more questions emerged. Why were the hospital cameras off? How was the storage room locked? Did someone lock it from outside, or did she somehow get trapped? An attempt was made to suppress the matter, but Lindiwe's brother, a former police officer himself, refused to stay silent. He formed an independent investigation team and began questioning hospital staff. One nurse, speaking anonymously, revealed that on Lindiwe's last night, she was seen arguing with a nursing assistant. His name was Evan Mhlongo. Evan Mhlongo, a temporary worker at the hospital, whose past was shadowy. Upon full background check, it was discovered that he had been working with forged credentials and had been involved in multiple incidents of misconduct at other hospitals. When the police interrogated him strictly, Evan Mhlongo confessed. That night he had argued with Lindiwe. In a fit of rage, he stabbed her with a small blade, causing her to lose consciousness. Panicking, he hid her body in the storage room and locked it from the outside. He knew the CCTV cameras were down that night and that no one usually came near that room. Evan Mhlongo was arrested. A murder case was filed against him, and the trial began in court. A case was also filed against the hospital. How could a fake employee be hired in such a sensitive department? Several senior officials were suspended, and security protocols were tightened. But Lindiwe Mhlongo could never return. A mother, a teacher. She had only come for treatment, but was murdered, in a place where she was supposed to be safe. And now, every time a new patient is admitted to the hospital, they see a small plaque outside that storage room. Lindiwe Mhlongo, be a voice for justice.